Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope everybody's okay. The charity power, always do the right thing, and then let's follow our president. I wanted to make this video today about most of it, what our president he was talking about today. I was watching a conference he had, and just was listening to what he was saying, and he was mentioning today. He was mentioning about most of again everything is to do most of US what Obama start opening his mouth, and then it becomes to still continuously about wars and the killings in the Philippines, and some other people doesn't wants to interfere with the Philippines and what our president is doing his work. So and that's what our president was talking about. Plus he was talking about Mindanao, and which is great, what you're saying, and U.S. Army to get out of the Mindanao site, which that's really cool. I mean, they have been there for so long, and it's time for them to move out, because they're always, whatever American is always a problem, is always a threat of other people to do something bad. So, and sometime, and most of the time, if we see it, who's selling the guns and weapons to most of other people, who is it? US. Where did you say most of the guns is made? In US. So most of who supplies the guns and some other army equipment to some other people? US. So is most of them what he supplies and sells most of equipment, army equipment to other people. Anyway, let's go back into it. It's just what our president was saying today, and he was showing the photos what happened years ago, and what army, US killed so many Filipino at those kind of times, and they never apologize for what they done in Filipino country. Plus, it's not only that, what the US, any country US come in and destroyed hasn't been lifted up anywhere until today. They are still suffering. Like, it's true, because our president mentioned Vietnam, and I know about Vietnam because also Vietnam, until today, if people search it, until today, the bombs US put it in the Vietnam, they bombed Vietnam, right? It's still there. A lot of places in Vietnam, people, they're walking, and the bombs, they are still there. They are still founding the bombs which didn't explode, and US has people there until today, so many years going still, and there are still bombs evidence in Vietnam which they didn't explode. And then sometimes people is walking in places, and then those bombs explodes, and then they lost their lives still, and until today that is there, and not much has been done, because Vietnam is destroyed. Also is a poor country, but it's a beautiful country, similar to Cambodia and Thailand. So those places has been affected from US. And wherever US has been, always they leave bad things behind. They never put the country back. Of course not. They just done whatever they wanted to do. You are powerless. You don't have no more power. So you're now a threat to us. And this is the main thing. When a country is a bit more powerful than the US, they don't like it. They don't want nobody to be powerful than them. They think they can control everything. But this is the time which US is done. Everyone knows around the world, US has to put them out. And that's how it is. Even God said it. God said it. US is the head of the beast. US needs to be destroyed. And which will be. Because US is not even mentioned in the Bible. It just is the Babylon. And Babylon is the head of the beast. And that's how it is. Illuminati people. And they just like to destroy and kill. And then when it's done, they're just gone. But coming in also to the things is about Mindanao. Do you know something I would love to see, and I would love this to happen? It will be the first in the world to happen, is Mindanao Muslim to be together with our president, to support our president, to be with him as one. This will be the first time ever in any country Filipino Muslim support our president, be behind him. As they do that, they will show the world not every Muslim person is bad, which, we have, doesn't matter if he's Muslim or Christian, we have a lot of people bad. But for the first time, I would like to see on this history at right this time, this is the right moment in time, the Muslim people from Mindanao, the Filipino Muslim, and some other Muslims which is around the world, which will support our president, to be one, to be behind 100% behind our president. And I'm sure our president will be very happy with that and be supportive together, working together as one. Because also we need, people around Mindanao to be with us, to be supported, not just we thinking about like Manila and some other parts, which is the main capital, and leaving Mindanao behind, which the other presidents, that's exactly what the other presidents have been doing. And that's why most of people in Mindanao is like, they've been forgotten. This president from over here, they forgot us. What? We're not Filipino? We don't not people? We don't belong to Philippines or what? So, but the President Duterte, he wants to be Muslim, Filipino, to be together, to work together, to be as one nation in the Philippines, one country, one people in the Philippines. And this will be the most important thing and historical thing ever will happen if Mindanao Muslim people and the leaders of Muslim people in Philippines becomes one with our president. This is what I would like to see. I would like to see on TV. I would like to see even for myself, Muslim leaders in the Filipinos be one with our president. This will be the most amazing thing ever will happen. And for us to show, what people is about. All one as one country. And this will be the first country in history to be united. And doesn't matter if they are Muslim, Christian, or anything like that, but as one person, as one nation, as one country, which will be the one of the Philippines. So this is the most I would love to see it. And I hope our president, I know, it's not I hope, I know our president can achieve that. And I know he always been close to most of a lot of Muslim leaders in Mindanao. And as he says, his grandfather is from somewhere China, is Chinese. His mother is Cebuano. But he never lived, he never stayed in most of those kind of places. He always lived in most of it in Mindanao. But it's so nice to see our president, how it feels. And you can see the sincere on his face, on his heart, and the way of talking. This is the most important thing, the power of words, the power of the way we talk, and it's completely different from other people who is told to say and read from others what you are allowed to say and what you're not allowed to say. Other people, they're controlled. You cannot say this, you cannot say that. Our president, like he says, nobody is my master except the Filipino people. That's what he said. See, this is the power of a president. Honest, loved, and cared for his people and his country. So, and always he mentions about God. Which others, Illuminati, completely different. So when you work with God, doesn't matter what, God is always beside you. Nobody can put that man down, ever, as God is beside you. But anyway, to finish this kind of video for today, what I would love and care And I would love to see, and I'm sure our president, Duterte, would like to have, is peace in Mindanao with the Muslims. And it's not only Muslims, they're also Filipino Muslims. This is the most important. It's not about just because you are Muslim. It's about Filipino Muslims and others, Muslims from other countries, which support our president. But will be the first country in the Philippines, Muslim Filipino, to be one with our president and be one country. And this will be showing to others, this is what we can do as a people, as united. If we work together, anything is possible. And peace for all of us. No fighting over here, not fighting over there. Like I said before, we have two parliaments, and we're supposed to be working together, not against each other. We can talk. We can just say this and say this. Everybody has a different opinion. But the important one is talk, listen, come with a solution to solve a problem. Not fighting against each other. You done this, you done that, you like this, you like that, you killed this one, you killed that innocent. It's not like that. Instead of accusing, let's work together. Let's find a solution to work together. Sometimes two heads is better than one. Reason, because my opinion, the other person's opinion is different. But talking and sharing and seeing where the problem is, the two of us will become with an agreement and will be solved, and all of us will become to agree. Everybody agree? Yes. Even if somebody's not agreeing, not everybody sees the different points of views. But the most important is to see the right one and working together in the Philippines and this war against drugs and everything else. Please, in Mindanao, let's have the peace with our president. Let's work, Muslim and Christian, let's work together. And we can be good as a country and as a nation of people and peace. This will be our first country to have this. On the leader, as our president, Mr. Duterte, has. On his own presidential and on his life. Let's make this history happen. So, for now, thank you. And this is what I say from myself. This is what, I think and really feel, which is more important to around the world and everything. And especially for our Filipino people and for my place, which is Philippines. And I do hope, please, Mindanao leaders and Muslim people, and not only because you are Muslim, it's just because you are Filipino, also Muslim Filipino. Let's be one Filipino, one country which is beautiful Filipino. Let's be together and let's support our president. Power, and please do the right thing. Salam alaikum and goodbye for now.